Okay, so I'd like to first start off with apologizing that I didn't get this video done on Wednesday. It got like later in the evening and I completely forgot about doing this. But here's the news for this week. Once again, nothing much going on. I'm still caught up in doing freelancing projects. I've been taking on more in order to help pay for various things. But that aside, QuantumWorks, which is our web developer, I don't talk about him much, but he's the guy who's been in charge of doing our website along with Green Cafe. He's been doing an amazing job. This is the new site that he's given me to look at. We're still in the initial design phase and working with things, but he's managed to get something going here. We've got some kind of logo going on in the corner here. This is not what we're going to be using for the logo, but it works for now. That way we can test the site and mess with things. Him and Green have got a nice transition going down the middle. This is the same one we have on the site, except we've now got nice smooth shaded imagery, as you can see with the shadows and stuff. It looks really nice. We've got a background. The color scheme is something we'll probably keep. Work on it some more. The buttons have definitely got to get some changes here. And I've got to do something about the articles, or get him to do it rather. After all, I'm trying to make sure I delegate these tasks to him rather than me spend a lot of time working on these. Even though I can do web development almost as well as he can, I have a tendency just to avoid it for the sake of avoiding it. Now, none of these buttons actually work right now because they're set to call pages that just do not exist right now. But we'll eventually get around to having those pages uploaded and working. But this is running on a local box because we still got the actual site in here, which if I can't get to it from here because I can't load the PHP, but I can type in localhost, and there's the current site. That's the new site. So we're about the same theme, at least for the layout. We've got a header, we've got a menu bar. He's made the menu bar larger. I personally prefer the smaller one, that's just me. But this is a lot easier to use, which is good. Because I keep forgetting to do this in all my websites, and I should feel bad for this, but I have been working on accessibility as well. Accessibility being people who are not as actually, let me think of a better way to say it. But basically, that certain people can't utilize websites the same as everybody else. Having bigger buttons and stuff makes it easier to use. I forgot about this when I designed this site. I went with really small buttons because it looked nice, but I forgot that it's actually hard to click these. Even for somebody like me, it's really hard to use. Phone support is horrible on the site because if I shrink the page down and I get it like really small, this is about what it'll look like. Oh, if I can drag it up here. This is what it looked like on a phone, and this is bad because like you can imagine if you had like a big finger and you tried to click one of these, you would hit multiple buttons at once, and that's something I forgot to work on. Although we'll be making a separate version for phones later, but this is what we've got. This is really nice because if I scale this down, it's a lot nicer, though it doesn't resize, but I'll work on that or get Quantum to work on it. But besides this, no progress has been made on any mods. Nothing's been really being done at all. We did have, I believe, Kalacha update one of our libraries to 1.8 and 1.9, so we've got some work on the updates now. That'll get us a step closer. The library was our Minecraft unit testing system. I believe this was done last week actually, but still news. It means it's progress. And other than that, there's nothing going on this week. Though hopefully I'll be done with my freelancing projects in sometime this week, and I'll be able to get back to coding. And I really want to work on missiles and stuff. I'm actually going to try to get somebody, if that picture disappeared, I'm going to be getting somebody to redo the model for the bone torches here. My brother was like, hey, it's bad, and I agreed with him, and a couple people have made notation that the texture and model are not good. It's using the vanilla texture, or he's using the vanilla model, and it's basically using a modified version of the vanilla bone texture overlaid over the torch texture, which works, but it doesn't look quite good. So I'm going to get somebody to actually physically make a model for it. That way it looks a lot nicer. But I'll get to that later. So this has been the news, short as always, but hope you guys enjoyed it and got some information. I'll be trying to make a couple more videos this week, but We all know how that works.